Okay. So first off, intangible assets. Let's look at this. So what are intangible assets? These should be identifiable assets. The entity should have control and the entity should expect future economic benefits. Okay? Um, ang intangible assets, no, as we may know, these are assets that doesn't have physical substance. Pag sinabing walang physical substance, you cannot hold it or see it or feel it. Okay? So para siyang katang-isip if you're going to put it into layman's term. Okay? So ito ay assets in the sense that it will generate economic benefits. However, you cannot put it on your pocket or anything. Okay? However, there are proofs of these assets and yun yung mga titingnan natin for today. Okay, there are several kinds or types of intangible assets and we are going to look at it thoroughly. Okay, now to understand more about intangible assets, let's look at intangible assets that entities may possess. Okay, first off, we have our marketing related intangible assets. Our example for this one are trademark and internet domain. Ano yung trademark? Do you see yung ginagamit ng Jollibee na name, the logo? Okay, meron tayo minsan nakikita, no? May nakasunod doon, TM. Maliit na sign na TM. Okay, that means trademark. It is an intangible asset controlled by Jollibee and they develop the brand, they registered the trademark. Therefore, sino lang ang pwedeng gumamit ng Jollibee sign and Jollibee na name? Sila lang because they have registered it. Therefore, it's an asset. Internet domain, when you register an internet domain, it's gonna cost you around 1,000 to 7,000. Depende kung saan mo na-register yung internet domain. Once na ma-register mo yung domain na yun, it is in your control and it can generate possible income. Okay? For example, paano naging intangible asset ang internet domain? For example, let's say bago pa nagkaroon ng internet, okay? Or bago pa maging uso sobra yung internet, that was what, 2000 or mid-2000s. And you were the first one to register Jollibee, www.jollibee.com. Okay? You can do that kahit hindi sa'yo yung pangalan. So what will happen to the domain? If Jollibee would want that domain name, ano kailangan nilang gawin? Kailangan nilang bayaran yung ginastos mo. Plus, if you want to profit from it. Okay? Do you get that? Okay. For example, let's say NU, National University, www.nationaluniversity.com. Okay? Hindi agad kinuha ng NU internet domain and someone took that name. Okay? It is in their control. It may produce economic benefits, so therefore it is an intangible asset. Okay? Ganun yan. Now let's look at customer related. One of the example of customer related intangible asset is customer list. Okay? Now, do you ever wonder na minsan may natatanggap kayong mga advertisement sa phone nyo, dun sa number nyo? Okay? Okay? Sometimes, may mga tao sa loob ng telecommunication company that they sell customer list. Okay? Let's say the prepaid users list. Okay? Ito yung mga sisend nila. Although, wala yung mismong pangalan nyo. Pero at least, nandun kasi sa database na this is a prepaid user. Doon naman sa mga postpaid user, postpaid plan holder, syempre, you have a contract with Globe or Smart or whatever. Okay? Syempre, meron kang fini-fill outan doon na data sheet. Yung name mo, anong profession mo, all the details. And therefore, yung company, let's say Globe, they have this customer list, including your name. So that is marketing. Okay? That is marketing related. However, customer related siya in terms of intangible asset. Because the customer list can provide possible sales. Possible sales will entail possible profit. Therefore, intangible asset, customer related under customer list. We also have artistic related. We have audiovisual and copyright. Audiovisual, yan yung mga napapanood yung videos, di ba? Meron tayo dyan, di ba? Sabi nila parang copyright, not, what do you call this? Copyrighted material to. So kapag copyrighted to, hindi mo pwede siyang i-redistribute for profit purposes. So ibig sabihin, you have to seek for authorization dun sa may-ari ng audiovisual or any artistic content. Kaya nga, di ba, for example, let's say yung songs na dinedevelop ng singers, mga composition, nakalagay doon kung sino nag-compose and all. Hindi mo siya pwedeng basta-bastang gamitin if you're going to use the song in your video. Let's say, may YouTube content ka. Cannot use that because pwede ka nilang kasuhan or pwede ka nilang singilin for the profits that you have earned by using their artistic content. Okay? So, artistic related. How about contract related? These are your franchise, permits, licenses. Okay. Franchises, very easy to understand because almost all of the fast food chains are using the franchise system. Okay, wherein readily available na yung business system. So what if you want to go into a business of fast food, you just pay for the franchise and everything will be given to you. Okay, lahat yon, buong system, how to operate, how to manage people, how to manage the finances, all the systems needed. Only one package. Okay, so lahat yun, may naka-contract yon. Particularly franchise contract. Okay? If hindi naman available ang franchise, let's say we have licenses or permits. Okay? For example, ang McDonald's is still owned under an American corporation, an American entity. Hindi sila nag-establish ng particular office dito sa Philippines. But what they did was they sold licenses so that so an entity could use the brand name of McDonald's here. And particularly kasama din siguro dun sa license, permit, and agreement that they will be taught kung paano ginagawa or what would be the system they're handling in the McDonald's home base. So kung paano nila pine-prepare sa Amerika or paano nila ino-operate yung McDonald's doon, they also allowed yung entity who purchased the license to operate McDonald's here in the Philippines. And that, I think, malaki yung may cost yun, of course. And licenses expire. Depende kung gaano kahaba yung agreement. Okay? And also, almost same with franchise, may mga rules and regulations or policies na kailangan sundin. Once policies are breached, possible makancel yung license or franchise or even the permit. Okay? So yan, again, it's just a piece of paper. You cannot really have a physical substance. You don't really see the franchise, right? However, meron siyang value. Meron siyang monetary amount. You can measure it and merong future economic benefit. Therefore, it is an intangible asset. Okay? Now, ano naman yung technology-related intangible assets? Ito yung mga trade secrets, patent. And we talk about trade secrets. Let's say, how does KFC prepare their chicken? Bakit masarap? Bakit yung hanghang sakto lang? Or for example, Red Horse Beer. Ano yung sikreto nila doon? Bakit malakas yung tama? Parang ganun. Yun yung mga trade secret. Kasi may ano yan eh. Let's say, meron yung mga chemical contents na merong bilang yan kung how many contents of alcohol, how many contents of water, of malt, and so on and so forth. That's the trade secret. So kung ano yan, kung pwede ibenta yon, okay, it worth million. Let's say, you wanted to know the recipe of Red Horse. Ilan na nagre-Red Horse sa Pilipinas? That's the potential profitability of that certain trade secret. Okay? Now, the patent, this is, pertains to yung mga inventions. Okay? Ano yung mga inventions? For example, laptop. Okay? Before, kung sino man yung una naka-invento ng laptop, if they have applied for patent, hindi siya pwedeng kopyahin. You cannot create a laptop without the authorization of the primary app na nag-apply nung patent for that creation, the laptop. Okay, hindi lang siya hindi lang siya limited sa mga gadgets, okay? Kasama dito yung mga machineries. Okay, let's say for example, yung mga ginagamit na machines in creating breads, okay, yung kung gaano kabilis, yung design sa phone, how it looks, how it operates, yung mga yan. Lahat yun pinapatent. And ibig sabihin, pag pinatent mo siya, hindi siya kayang kopyahin ng iba ng basta-basta. You cannot copy a certain technology for that matter. Okay? What you can do, if you want the same technology to be yours, you have to talk or to have an agreement dun sa nag-file ng patent. Okay? You have to pay. Of course, syempre kapag pinatent mo kasi yan, pupunta ka sa intellectual property rights, you register your particular invention, for certain numbers of years, hindi siya pwedeng kopyahin. So therefore, you can maximize those years that you can sell that technology exclusively sa'yo lang, or you can sell the patent itself for those who are interested in doing such invention. Okay? So that is technology related. Now, goodwill related, pag sinabi kasi natin goodwill, you have to define it first. So for this to be understood, what is goodwill ba? Sa tao, in layman's term, goodwill would be your parang reputation. Okay, for example, hindi ako mahilig mangutang. Or kung mangutang man ako, let's say nagbabayad ako on time, or basta walang trouble pag nagpautang sa akin ng isang tao. Then I develop my reputation. So kunyari, I'm in a business and I need more money, so I'm gonna borrow from someone or to the bank. Since I have that reputation, possible or highly probable na papahiramin nila ako ng pera kaagad. It's because I have the reputation. The reputation would be your goodwill. So for example, pagdating sa, let's say sa company, no? Let's say San Miguel. Magkano ang stocks ng San Miguel? If you would know. Okay? San Miguel company is one of the biggest companies here in the Philippines. Doon pa lang sa brand nila, San Miguel, there is already a goodwill. Okay, narinig mo pa lang, San Miguel. Okay. Top company in the Philippines, rated AAA, the only rated AAA company in the Philippines. And marami silang operations in different various sectors. Meron sila sa transportation, sa construction, sa food, sa beverages. So doon pa lang, they have goodwill. Doon pa lang sa name ng San Miguel, they can really sell the company just because of its name. Wala pa din yung mga contracts they won with the government and others. Doon pa lang sa name. Okay? That's goodwill related. Okay?